Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Bruce and Marie's mini craft show for the week. And welcome to June and some smoking hot weather, which I think we're probably all ready for after we've had such icky weather and not very warm weather. But anyway, we have some smoking hot stuff today, too. So sit back and enjoy the show, and you'll see some great stuff that we've been working on. First up, we're going to have a piece of really beautiful shadokite. Shadokite is usually dark blues like that and turquoise colors, and it's kind of like chrysocolla with a bunch of extra zing with some darker blues. And shadokite has different varieties and or different types of looks, but this one I love, that speckled look. But anyway, this is number 247. It's $22, and again, it's shadokite. And all of our bales and components and pinch bales, everything's sterling silver. We don't use any junky connections. Everything's the real deal because we want to have nice stuff, and we buy where we can get really good deals. And thank goodness the company we buy our bales from came through for us, and they got here today just in time. So they've been kind of running slow before because of COVID, and they're back in action, and man, they did a good job. So thank you to the company we buy from New Mexico. So anyway, there's shadokite. And here is a little piece of bubble opal. And this is from Utah. Bubble opal is a strange character, and I've had to learn some lessons the hard way. The first lesson is when we try to cut it so it wasn't so thick to make earrings and stuff. I found out after I had gone through and we polished them, we did everything. We get the last step and they fell apart. They broke. And I've got a little pile of broken pieces right here. And here's an example of what happened. Bubble opal was not meant to be separated. So you see some brown stuff on the back. There's even a little green there. This is the base that holds things together. And if you cut that base loose, you have trouble. Now, why do they call bubble opal? Well, I'll show you. See those little bubbles in there? Isn't that cool? That's why they call it bubble opal. And this is bubble opal that's kind of the golden variety. There's some that's kind of that with a gold back and some that with a pinky back to it. But anyway, that is bubble opal, and you can see the bubble. If you look from the back side, you can't see it because that not much. That backing holds it together, but it has several layers, and that aren't very pretty, but it all comes together with a really, really cool look. So that's bubble opal, number 247. That's from Utah. Stones from Utah, and it's $18. Next up is a cute little thing. I'm calling a button pendant because it's little. This is Indian paint stone, number 249. It's $14. And you can wear it either way, but the back side's not as polished as the front. And it's just a cute little southwestern scene there. And that's Indian paint stone. Next up is a smaller piece, but thick piece of Larimer. And this has really got some beautiful blues to it. And the contrast between the blue and the white is really cool. It's number 250. And you can wear it either way. This is flatter side, but it's very organic because you can see the layers. You can see that it's not perfectly smooth. It looks like waves. It looks like the ocean. That's the way the rock is. And we don't try to polish it up too much because you like that organic look. So here you can see that organic look. And you can see all the rich colors. $250, $20, Larimer. Next up is the stone I have a hard time pronouncing. Is Milpillis, and is how you pronounce it, chrysocolla. And it is from Mexico. The stone is found there in the Sonoran area of Mexico. It's number 251, is $20. And this is just a smoking hot stone. You can see that lighter turquoisey color. Last week had another piece of Milpillis, and it was an organic shape. This is a round shape, and talk about rich, beautiful colors. And I don't know that the camera can even do it justice, because the stone is just so beautiful. And love that rich blue. Wear it with blues, turquoise, blacks, just about any color. So that's number 251, $20, Milpillis chrysocolla. This is some more of that Bisbee stone that we had last week. It's a little smaller one and a little bit different shape, not oval, more of a little bit of a barrel look. It's number 252. It's $18, and it's the Bisbee stone. And maybe get the light on here a little bit better. You can see the turquoise color up there and then the blue color at the bottom. It's really interesting. There is the back side. And I've told you before about the stories about Bisbee, Arizona. It's quite the interesting place. So anyway, fun place if you ever get a chance to visit it and see the open pit copper mine. I'll tell you, I'm a blue person and a turquoise color person, and even some greens, but boy, I'll tell you, this is one drop dead beautiful stone. And this is Picasso jasper. This just made absolutely the best looking pendant. I don't know if you can even see it. Maybe adjust my light here a little bit better, but this is just beautiful. See if I can get a little bit of the sunlight outside on it. No, I get the bird feeder, but not the sunlight. But anyway, I don't know if you can see it well there, but oh my gosh, this turned out with the brown at the bottom and the blacks. Picasso jasper, number 253. It's $18. And I'll tell you, this one just takes my breath away. I love this stone. It's one of those stones that it just polished up so beautifully. It's made such a great pendant. And I do have more of it. So, and if not, I can get more. But this is kind of the pattern of Picasso, is having a border at the bottom and then looks like lightning going up and down her painting. So anyway, Picasso jasper, $18, 253. The next is a new stone. I'm going to cover it up here. Doesn't even have a name. The person I bought it from mined it in Nevada, and it's from the Congo mine in Nevada. It's number 254. It's $20. It was an online auction show that I watch pretty much every day, 5 days a week. The guy that runs, his name is Dean. Yes, Helen, our Dean. And anyway, this is a really bizarre stone. It's really interesting stone. And while he was doing the show, everybody's contributing names what they thought he should name it. And Dean kept calling it Mermaid. Somebody said they should call it Picasso. And I said, you can't do that because Picasso is already taken. And that's not even close to the same color, because it has kind of a look of Picasso on one side. Finally, Dean said, I'm going to call it Mermaid. And I'll tell you, I believe it's totally suited for this. But if you look at it, you can't see, why would you call this Mermaid? You can see some different colors in there, and it looks kind of Picasso-ish. But this is why he wanted to name it Mermaid. Isn't that just wild how any rock can be so different from one side to the other, like that turquoise that I had last week. It's so different from one side to the other. I was able to jump in and get several different pieces of this rock. Also got some other rock on the way that is from a mine, another new find, and they have to keep the location of the mine secret because nobody else knows about it except a couple of people, and they don't want anybody in there mining it. So I'm able to get some really fun stuff, interesting stuff. I have a lot of new stuff that I've got already or is coming. A lot of it's beautiful and totally different, and really some breathtaking stones. So including some rock that is silicated rock from Nevada. So it's kind of from a turquoise area, but it's silicated and it's a solid bluish. It's really beautiful. And it has some look like this to it in parts of it. But anyway, that's the two-sided rock that's got two totally different personalities. So we're calling it Nevada Mermaid. But that would be the lightning over the ocean, but that would be below the ocean. So That is number 254. It's $20. Next up is I think it's Laguna lace. I'm not sure. It's some kind of a lace. And it's a kind of a free-form design. It's number 255. It's $16. And it's beveled on the side. So this is a side I would pick to wear, but you could wear it this way too. But it's just, I think, really rich, pretty colors and very striking. But I'm thinking that it's a Laguna lace, even though it's a darker color. Sometimes I get rocks and I'm not sure what they are because I get them in a set, and that was one of them. This is an agate that's got druzy in it, and this is kind of cool. Shine the rock through, and I realize you're not going to walk around with a flashlight showing everybody your pendant, but if you do have one on your keychain, you can see how interesting this is. It doesn't look as interesting until you start looking at that druzy pocket in there. It's like a little druzy village in there. You probably can't see so well, but there's that. There is druzy in there, real sparkly druzy. It goes way back in. Then on the back side, oh, flashlight, okay. On the back side, there's some greenish stones. Every so often we get rocks that have little green stones in there, and I keep forgetting what they call those, what they think they are. But anyway, it's kind of pretty little stones in there, and you can see through this side. But this with the druzy, there you can really see that druzy pocket. That I think is just so cool. God really did create a lot of interesting things when he made rocks, and it took millions of years to form. It was a patience game. This is Apple Valley agate, and I keep wondering if, Apple Valley, Minnesota, but I don't think so. I don't know how I got the name, but it's a really pretty stone and pretty agate. There's the back side, but I definitely would wear this side just because the oval and the cabbed look like that. It's number 257. It's $18. The agate with the druzy was number 256. Get excited about the rocks. Forget to talk about the number sometimes. It's number 258. It's $20, and it's lapis denim. It's kind of a different shape. Kind of fits the colors. Kind of that little bit of a military shape, a military look. This is the back side. But anyway, it's got a nice bevel on it. Nice deep bevel, and really, I think, pretty blue. See if I can get a little more light on it. So you can see, I don't know why my light isn't very good today. But anyway, there's a really pretty formation or design in there with the blue. So let's go to our next tray. First up is moss agate, which on the front just maybe doesn't look as exciting till you look with a flashlight, and you can see like a village in there too. You can see it looks like it's inside the lake. And there is plant life, algae in there. But you can see that there's pretty greens in there and white. And this is really kind of druzy-like over here underneath inside the rock. On the back side, you can see how you really see there's some pretty stuff in there with that druzy pocket seems to be on the back side here, and then you can see some little sparkly crystals there, and then around on the front that druzy pocket over here. So really cool rock, and a little bit different shape. And moss agates, number 259 for $16. Next up is number 260, and this is Arizona petersite. It's $18. This is the only petersite I have right now. It's the first time I've ever gotten it. I just had one little piece. So I probably will get some more down the road, but you can kind of see a little bit through it. It's got kind of an area where you can see through it, and it's not, sometimes people will think that might be tiger's eye, but it's petersite. And petersite lots of times is bluish, but this Arizona petersite is like a bronzy brown, pretty. So it's one of the things where the picture doesn't do it justice. It's got a nice deep bevel. And anyway, that's Arizona petersite, $260 for $18. Next up, a piece of chrysocolla, number 261. It's $18. Really pretty light color chrysocolla with a little reddish in it, and some green down here. Kind of one of those colors that you can wear anywhere, and then a different color blue in here. So it's got all different colors. You can wear it anywhere. This is a new pinch bail I got. I really like. I just got them today, and I love that where you can see through it. So $18, number 261. Next up, I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of an agate. It's number 260. I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's ocean jasper. I'm not sure. But it's really pretty. It's $16. You can see through it. I think this is one that was just a small piece that I had. And you can really see through that. Very, very pretty. It looks like plant life. Nice green. And as I said before, green is supposed to be the color this year. But, yeah. Almost look like like the ocean with little countries there. But anyway, very pretty little pendant. And it's number 262. It's $16. Next up is some lace agate. And this is just a silver and just a light tinge of blue. Just very light tinge of blue, but silver and white agate and lace agate. I do have some blue lace agate that we'll be cutting soon. And I have some lapis lace agate I finally got in that we'll be cutting soon. And so we've got and more on the way. So we've got all kinds of lapis lace coming up and lace agate coming up. And this along the bottom is a natural formation. It just kind of forms like a lace along the bottom. So I love that one, that natural part. It's got a little bit of a bevel. And you can wear it either way. This side has got the bevel. Well, actually, it doesn't work so well with that bail either way. But this is the side with the bevel, so it's the better one. And the last rock pendant that we made this week, we got more in the works, and I'll talk about that at the end of the show. But after this, then I'm doing some vintage to antique pieces. So this is number 264. It's Arizona Apache Gold. It's $16. And I just absolutely love this rock. I'm in love with Apache Gold. I've always liked it, but this is really good stuff. The nice thing is this stuff didn't fall apart while I was working on it. Sometimes you get some of the Apache Gold and the pieces of rock break off, or you get pieces flying and little chips everywhere. You kind of have to run for cover. The dog has to run for cover too. But this stuff was well put together. And the pyrite in it stays together. It's not gold, it's fool's gold, it's pyrite. But you look at even on the back, oh gosh, that's pretty. I love it. I've had some Apache Gold that doesn't have as much shine, and then doesn't have as much pyrite in it. And then I've had some Apache Gold that's got a lot of it, which makes it hard to keep together. This just seems to have the right amount. Got a little bevel here. And I got it backwards here. Bevel here, flat at the bottom, and then a nice bevel that shows really good here, so you can really see the curve on it. But anyway, really pretty piece. $16, number 264. Next, I'm going to finish up with a few pieces of vintage to antique jewelry that we've upcycled. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some other rocks we've got coming up in the next week or two. We like to buy vintage to antique jewelry that's sterling silver or gold. And then we take it apart and we clean it up and we upcycle it. Sometimes it needs to be repaired. Sometimes it's not a style that is real current, and so it needs to be taken apart. But this was part of a necklace, and it's got some really nice turquoise in there. It almost looks like turquoise from the Morenci area in Arizona, or the Bisbee area, because of the color. But it's really a rich blue, and it's Native American made. Somewhere I was thinking that on this might be stamped on one of these, but it's not. But anyway, I had to take the necklace apart. It was kind of a big thing, and just have used a few pieces so far. It was $20, number 265, and again, this all sterling silver and handmade Native American. And this is a pendant that we made out of part of the necklace. This is kind of the focal point, and you can see the leaf pattern follows here with this. I love the way this leaf forms. I just love this. It's so beautiful, and that turquoise is beautiful. And I can't remember. No, I didn't see initials on that. But anyway, nice, good, solid, big bail that goes with it. It's number 266, and that's $40. And you don't have to buy both pieces to match, but you can if you want to. Next up is another piece of jewelry you took apart, upcycled, got kind of an oriental theme. And then I added some Swarovski glass pearls to the bottom. And it's number 267. It's $32. And just really, I think, kind of a cool pair of earrings. Next up is kind of some go anywhere earrings. It's number 268. It's sterling silver, and this is gold over silver on the top part. And down these pieces here, it looks like diamonds, but it's not. It's a diamond effect they make by cutting the sterling that way. But anyway, nice little earrings you can wear with anything. $20, number 268. Next up is another pendant and earring set. And move the camera over there so you can see it. See it there. This is AAA zircon, high quality zircon. It's gold over, white gold over silver. And so it gives it kind of extra sparkle. There's the sparkle along the side here, I think, is zircon too, white zircon. And then you've got the bluish green zircon in there. It's number 269. It's $28. And this was part of a bracelet we took apart. So really, really pretty sparkle, lots of zing. And zircon is just really high quality stone. This is a really good deal on this because we got a really good deal on it. And a lot of the people that we buy vintage to antique jewelry from at shows know us and know that we'll only buy if we get a good deal. So I don't just pay the price, I negotiate, which is half the fun. Anyway, AAA zircon, and the V/A is vintage to antique. And this is the pendant that goes with it. The pendant's $20. This is really a really good deal on this because you would not be able to buy stuff like this anywhere. Sometimes some of this jewelry that we buy that's vintage to antique came from jewelry stores that went out of business, and their jewelry had never been worn before. But usually it's in another part of the country, and then they end up sending it to antique dealers, end up buying it. So we get it for a fraction of the cost, and I believe that this was one of those pieces like that. Same with this other piece here, the previous earrings. So anyway, really pretty, $20, number 270, and this is a heck of a good deal for a really pretty piece, and you can see the sparkle in that. It's beautiful. And then last but not least, we have a pair of tanzanite earrings, and it looks like there's little stones up there, and under a magnifying glass it looks like it really is, and if they are, they're probably white zircon. But tanzanite's really hard to get, and so these are some pretty nice pieces of tanzanite, and the color is really rich on those. Those are gem grade when you can see that kind of quality. It's number 271, and it's $28. Again, these were from a bracelet that we took apart. I believe it was a bracelet, and it came from, I think, a jewelry store that went out of business. So anyway, a little bit about the next week or two. Show coming up. Wanted to show you my little labradorite rock. I don't know if you can see all the flash in here. You see the reflection from the light. A lot of beautiful flash in this. This is my little rock that I keep on my windowsill in front of my work area where I make jewelry at. See that flash right there? That is what I've got a couple nice size pieces that of labradorite that I got in, that I was able to probably make a couple pendants out of each piece, and they both look like that. They're really beautiful pieces, like that, really good quality labradorite. I was so excited to get it. Also got a labradorite rock. On the outside, it doesn't, you can see a little bit of flash. It doesn't look like much. We're have to cut it and see what we get. But so we got labradorite coming up, and I think you're going to see some stuff with flash like that. That's beautiful. I really, really love labradorite. And sometimes you get, when you see labradorite jewelry, it's crappy labradorite. It doesn't have good flash. It's kind of dead. The flash isn't alive. This is really alive and beautiful, and that's what the rock is like coming up. As I said, we've got some other great rocks coming up, including a mine that is a secret location, a new mine, which they've given the rock a pet name. I think somebody called it Kaleidoscope, but I forget what he called it, what he was going to name it. He was kind of just guessing at what he was going to call it. Arizona Kaleidoscope. It's from Southeast Arizona, secret location. But I don't think Kaleidoscope is probably the right name, because there is another Kaleidoscope rock. So I don't know what we're going to call it, but anyway, it's really pretty. I haven't gotten it yet. I've got Veracite coming up. I've got turquoise. I got some tourmaline pieces. I've got Arkansas turquoise. I've got one rock already and a couple more coming. And it's beautiful, beautiful Arkansas turquoise. Arkansas turquoise is probably the only turquoise, the farthest east you'll find turquoise, and it's different, very different than other rock. It's really pretty. So what else have I got coming up? It is it's lapis lace agate. Lapis lace. And, lapis blue lace agate. It's a name I could never quite put together. That rock is really pretty. I had a little piece of it before, sold it right away, and it was just one single piece. Now I've got another piece that I've got on the way. That's the traditional way, but I got a big slab that I especially ordered from Rockhound that was cut the opposite direction than how you normally cut it. Normally you cut it so it gets a wave. Well, they cut it the opposite direction, and this slab is just beautiful. Looks like a blue storm, like the clouds in a storm. It's just really unusual. And then off the corner is a heart-shaped, gray heart shape in the middle of this, off to the corner of this rock, where the white part, then here's this gray heart, which I think will make a wonderful pendant. So we've got that coming up. Like I said, we got labradorite. We've got bluebird stone from the Bluebird mine in Arizona, which closed a long time ago. It's really hard, really valuable rock that I got at a really good price. Like I said, it helps because I've got Rockhound connections in Arizona and southwest part of the United States. And the Bluebird rock is just beautiful. I've got that we're going to be cutting pieces out of. And I've got Bluebell rock from the Bluebell mine that's really, really old. And we had to stabilize that, so it's drying right now. When we stabilize it, we mix up this goop and it sits for 10 days, and then you take it out and let it dry for a number of days until we can cut it. And that holds the rock together. And when it's stabilized rock, I'll tell you. We've got more turquoise coming up. We got a whole bunch of Veracite coming up. Some really unusual Veracite. So just all kinds of stuff coming up down the road. And I can't wait to share it with you. We'll be doing a little bit at a time, one rock at a time. So if there's any particular rock you want to see or you want to see if we have, and we can cut it and shape it for you. Let us know, and we'll try to do that for you. And or if you want something and the shape is different than what we have, or if you want it bigger or smaller, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Glad to accommodate you, and have a good week. Stay cool, stay well, and be safe. Thank you so much, everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.